Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Lisa. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like it was heaviness, like the people that were in there just had an argument? I think we've all experienced that. Maybe you went into a room after a previous meeting was in there and it just felt a little off. Well, in today's episode, we're talking about reading the room. And reading the room is more than just, looking at facial expressions or, body language. It really includes something that we don't talk about too openly. And that's why today I want to talk about how to read the room. And the subtitle of today is Can You Feel It? So now, I'm sure that you've been in meetings where you looked around and saw how things were going, and you just kind of kept silent because you could see this was going south really fast. So you didn't really bring it up. Now, it doesn't have to be a meeting. It could be a family get-together, a church get-together, somewhere where the energy it's not feeling right to you. So what is happening in that moment is that you're feeling that energy in your body. And, when you're walking into a space, your gut can tell you when the energy is a little off. So pay attention to that. Even if everybody's smiling, because, a lot of people smile through tragedy. So just pay attention to your body. Like if you find a situation where your heart rate starts to go up, or you're feeling a little bit more tense, like tense in your shoulders, or especially your gut. Your gut is so sensitive to energy. So this is not a coincidence. And it's not your imagination either. What you're doing is you're picking up on the energetic signature in that room. So imagine yourself walking into a cathedral or a place of worship. There's a place on Grant Street in Pittsburgh, First Lutheran Church, First Evangelical Lutheran English Church. It's got a long name, but it's right across the street from the Steel Building. When you walk into that church, it really feels like you are in the presence of God. And that's why it's my favorite church I've ever belonged to. And I still belong, even though I don't live in Pittsburgh anymore. I also had that same experience, actually a mystical experience, when my son lives in Tucson. I went to visit. There was a historical church that was built as part of the California missions, but it was in Tucson. So it's south of Tucson, and it is on a Native American reservation. So when you go on to the reservation, you're already feeling a shift in the energy. And, I parked and I went in with a very open mind just to see what a mission looked like, more curiosity than anything. And while I was there, I was getting goosebumps because it also felt like a really holy experience. Like I was drawn to that church to experience that energy, and it just felt amazing. So this week on Saturday, we had our first shamanic energy healing. And before we even started, the energy of the room, it felt like an openness to the room. And not just from the people who were joining me, but the space itself felt incredibly open. And we hold these at 729 Community Center, or Community Center 729 on Thornton Avenue. It was kind of like the room was holding its breath, ready for us to come in and support us through whatever healing needed to happen. So as we moved through the session, I watched how people's faces changed, how they were responding to the various techniques that we were doing. And it really looked like they were releasing tension that they'd been holding for years. And that's really one of the main benefits of having a shamanic healing. And when you're in a group in a space, it really feels like the energy is amplifying. So it's something that you can really feel. So start paying attention to your body. Start with your body. And when you enter a space, just take a breath and notice. Where do you feel that first? Is it in your heart, in your solar plexus, which is, right around your belly button? Do you feel your body becoming tense, or do you actually sense that your breathing is changing? So don't judge the feeling. That's a good part of this, is that it's just a feeling. And the way that I like to explain this is a feeling about your mother is not your mother. So the feeling that you're getting in that room is just a feeling. So just listen to it. Where is it in your body? And here's the thing. Once you start paying attention to it and honoring what your body is trying to tell you, you will actually become more efficient and effective in how you move through the world. And you'll understand when it's time to speak up or hold back. You'll know when a space is ready for deep work or when it needs more time to just open up for the ideas to come to fruition. So here's a little exercise that I'd like you to try over the next week, since it's Monday. Practice reading the room with your whole being, not just your eyes. Walk into your next meeting or group gathering or family dinner and ask yourself, how does this feel in my body? And where am I sensing this energy of this space? Trust what you feel, because your awareness, your energetic awareness, is a gift. And the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. So let me know in the comments, have you had any experiences where you could feel the energy of the space, good or bad? And I really, really, really want to hear your stories. So I'd love for you to comment. Thanks for being here with me today, and I'll see you next time. Dr. Lisa, signing off.